Hello everybody and welcome to the first double points race of the season at Las Vegas International Speedway. This is round 5 of the Sunoco Elite Series Season 2. And it's a beautiful day here at Las Vegas. We expect a lot of action like we saw in last season when Nick Pericles took his second win in a row here after winning Old Spice and International in Las Vegas. But Old Spice is now round 6, which will be next time. But on the pole here today at Las Vegas is Vance Caldwell, who's been on a bad luck streak as of late. Crashed in both of the last 2 races, had some horrible luck, but still was able to qualify back in those races and get a decent finish. Alongside Zachary Fitzwater, which we are in a pretty interesting situation. If Fitzwater's able to just lead a lap, because of the double points race, he'll get 10 points and he'll jump Constantine points, because the points is only separated by 9. There's your starting command. Carson Bowers starts in the front in the second row. It's a Fitzwater Solo Racing second row. Carson Bowers and PJ Karenko, who are doing decently well in points. Well, Carson isn't. Karenko is actually doing much better than he did last season. Jeffrey Finguy starts third. He's been doing pretty decent this season. And Paul Jackson starts fourth, who got a podium last week at Portland. In row 4, we have Audrey Baranowskis, who got second on her first career start at Portland last week, and she starts on the 4th row alongside Pinocchio Young, who got his first top 10 of the season last weekend. And in row 5, it's a full Epic Motorsports row 5. Alexander Rowe, whose season has started mediocre, alongside Sebastian Torres, who has been doing the same. These two need to step up their pace. Constantine starting on row 7 on the outside. He's got a lot of work to make up if he wants to keep this points lead. But as we head back up to the front, it's going to be a long race. 107 laps around Las Vegas. We expect this one to be nice and long, but we expect an early caution here at Las Vegas. Vance Caldwell will lead them to the green flag here at Las Vegas International Speedway. Green flag is out at Vegas. Caldwell gets the jump on Fitzwater. Fitzwater's left on the outside. He's going to jump down low, and he's going to take the second position. And there's Carson Bowers in third. So it's Epic Motorsports, Fitzwater, all ready to start out. Team Flame Racing's only led 1 lap this season. Finguy hoping to change that and make it more than just 1. Here comes through the pack. Alexander Rowe started on the 5th row, is already trying to make the move for 4th. So Rowe is making up some position pretty fast. Jackson's making up some position. He's moving to 5th. Where is James Constantine? Where is your points leader? He's dropping heavily. He's already down to the 20th position and maybe more. Constantine finally finds his way to the bottom in 21st. But as we head back up to the front, it's Carson Bowers, whose season has started horribly. He's out of the top 30 in points. Carson needs a good day. He just got 10 points for leading a lap, which is what he wants. But we're only on lap 3. We expect an early caution somewhere around lap 4 or 5, so we're there. Alright. Rowe and Bowers are the top 2 here. Carson Bowers, after his bad luck streak, he's now having some good luck. Paul Jackson has been performing as of late. He's now in the 3rd position, exactly where he finished last week, but he's going to try to get higher up and maybe go for this win, but it's a little early to be going for the win. At Vegas, your top 5 as we reach lap 8, Alexander Rowe, Paul Jackson, Carson Bowers, Audrey Baranowskis, and Max Anderson, who had bad luck at the beginning of the race along with Vance Caldwell. Those two got in an incident early in Portland. They are now both up in the top 5 now as Audrey Baranowskis moves out of the top 5. Max Anderson, like I've said before, he's been looking to shine at some places, but this season so far, his speedway speed has been a lot faster than his teammates. Fitzwater and Constantine have met up. They now know where each other are. 14th and 15th. That's not good. If you want to keep your points lead, both of them needs to step it up, because Audra Baranowska's right now, I believe, would be the points leader, or William Brock when he comes back, would be the points leader, because she's making more moves. She's up into 5th again. She's back up in the top 5. Just got it. Paul Jackson now making the move. Let's get your leaderboard up here. There it is. I forgot about the leaderboard. There it is, but it's the 4 and the 40. We're separated by nothing last time around. Caldwell taking 2nd again. He's trying to get back up to the lead where he was before, but he's bringing Audra Baranowska's with him. Constantine and Fitzwater need to step it up a little bit. As Constantine up in the 14th now, as he's gotten ahead of Fitzwater, meaning he's got his points lead back. Problem is, yeah, Baranowska's is way up here, taking the lead and leading a lap. That's 10 points for Audra Baranowska's. So we're on lap 13 out of 107. We highly expected a caution early this race, but a green flag stint would still be exciting because we're all bumper to bumper. Carson Bowers 3 wide for the lead. They come around 3 and 4. I think it's going to be Carson Bowers leading the lap. Yes, it will. Carson Bowers will lead the lap now, as everyone's starting to tighten up now. Oh! Trouble! That's Anderson, Caldwell, and Smith around. And the bad luck for Vance Caldwell continues. First caution of the day here will be caused by Vance Caldwell and Max Anderson and Zach Smith. As, oh yeah, he would just go into him. Not good. Everyone would correct them. So there was another crash up ahead. That's DeMax, who got flipped from 3rd. Oh, that's gotta suck. Horrible luck for Vance Caldwell. This is his 3rd race in a row with bad luck. The other 2 races, he was able to recover and get back on track, but that's not going to happen today. Bad luck for Caldwell, especially at the double points race. But Paul Jackson leads him into the pit road. This is the first pit of the day, so you know everyone's coming in. But these two have a distinct advantage now, because they got into pit lane way ahead of everyone else. That's going to be a big help to them. Good job at Manny Thomas, now cracking the top 10 for her first time, I believe, in the series. So who are going to be the guys who just takes 2 tires or maybe even fuel? There is Baranowska's and Gold. Alright, so 4 tires looks to be the norm. And it's going to be Paul Jackson out of the pits first. Then Carson Bowers. Who else? Adam Vincent will come out 3rd. It's going to be a battle off pit road. It's going to be Baranowska's, Shepard, Rowe, Annie Thomas, Jeffrey Finguy, Eric Monaco, and Chris Dodd will round out your top 10 on this first caution of the day. It's going to be Paul Jackson going to take the green here as he's entering on the 2nd row. A lot of people pit, but Scott Roush is left on the tail end of the lead lap. He's got to stay ahead for the next caution. Those are the people who had to go a lap down, including Max Anderson. So his day is just not looking good. Max Anderson sits all the way down to 34th. But it will be Paul Jackson leading them back to the green flag. Carson Bowers close behind. Green flag is out. Once again at Vegas. We're on lap 19 out of 107. So we still got a long ways to go. Paul Jackson trying to fight on that outside and trying to find a way below. Basically, it's the first person who finds their way down is going to be the first person to the front. Whoever gets down is going to get a lot of push momentum. Oh, there's some fight between the lap cars. Oh! Problems with the... Oh! They were dodging the incident! I think they saw that coming from a mile away. Caution! And then, this is a huge caution. Lots of people involved. Oh, Aiden Shepard! Lots of damage for Aiden Shepard. He's going to drop out of the race. So it would start with Ryan Monaco getting turned by Laughter Stukel, I believe. And he would get held up, and it would push Gerarderon into the wall. Finn Guy would go around. Amazing avoidance by Fitzwater and Konstantin not getting involved in this, as Konstantin decided to stay back and not try to get some moves done. Konstantin did the opposite, but it worked out for him. Lots and lots and lots of commotion. See all the people who got involved. Aiden Shepard would drop out of the race. And Fitzwater's got a lot of time to make up if he wants to win. Alright, so this time the front row is occupied by the leader. Finn Guy, Lorenz Log, and Shepard would drop out along with Gerardo Ron and Darren Weber would also go out, along with Ben Caldwell, who got last because of his crash earlier. That was a very confusing caution, but now Annie Thomas, the female driver, getting her first looks at the lead for Clever Hots Racing. It'll be Annie Thomas, Chris Dodd, Alexander Rowe, Eric Monaco, and Adam Vincent. Rounding at your top 5, Johan Arndt just outside there. Both of the top 2 in points are 7th and 10th right now on track, so they're still there and they're still in contention to win this race. But it'll be Annie Thomas leading into the green flag here at Las Vegas. She gets an amazing jump. She got her opportunity to go to the lead, and she's taking it and running. Annie Thomas out front at Vegas. Dodd on the outside. Rowe, Monaco. After that big confusion of a caution, of all these lap cars, I think they know how to handle them now. Chris Dodd in second, doing pretty well, but lap car troubles once again. Rowe in the pits. Oh, Monaco dove down. He took a daring move and dove down. Lots of pit takers early in this green flag run. You don't know if there's a problem. But now this pushes Konstantin wide, and here comes Fitzwater. One insane thing, Trek Tauger, the Honda, is close to cracking the top 10. Great job out of the Honda Brigade to get Trek Tauger this high up in the standings. But Fitzwater's going to make the move on Konstantin, and the yellow will come out again. And Trek Tauger will crack the top 10. Trek Tauger, that Honda, is really impressive. These lap cars are really making trouble as Max Anderson would get into Zach Smith. These were 2 lap cars fighting for position. And they would both get heavy damage. Max Anderson got the bad end of it. He will drop out of the race. So even with his fast car here today, it seems that Max Anderson's luck will not go through. Well, would you look at this? Nick Pericles will be leading them to the green flag. As the race continues here at Las Vegas, Nick Pericles won here last season. After the last caution, was able to save him. He was able to get it on the green flag, the last green flag run, and run away from the win. His second win of the season, the second win in a row. Pericles has been having some pretty bad luck early this season. If he can win here, that would start a momentum streak for him. But he's got Adam Vincent and Annie Thomas right behind. Pericles and Vincent stayed out on that stop, so they don't have tires. Green flag is out. It's really weird as Eric Monaco is a lap car. As because of all that pit stop confusion of people trying to avoid wrecks. Speaking of people, where did Trek Tauger end up? He started 11th, but he's being pushed back already as the points leaders are all down here in this small pack, and this is causing all this lap car confusion. But as long as they can run with them at like it's a normal pack, it should be fine. Should be able to continue as normal. Annie Thomas, though, is your leader once again. She was able to take the lead from Pericles' grasp. Because Pericles doesn't have tires, Vincent doesn't either. But somehow Vincent's able to keep up, and Dodd's closing in behind as well. As we continue this green flag run. Here comes out of Vincent. Could he go 2 in a row? If he didn't, we'd start a statistic chart of 2-time winners. For the people getting their second win in a row this season at Las Vegas, and that would up Vincent's points position by a lot. I don't think he'd take the points lead though. Right now, I think the points leader would probably maybe Karanko, or it would just be Constantine at this moment. But I believe, did Fitzwater lead a lap? Not sure. If he did, then Constantine's got to make up some time because Fitzwater would be the points leader right now because of that differential. But I don't think he did be mistaken. As Vincent now stuck in a little bit of lap traffic between his teammate, the Fitzwater car, and the Epic Motorsports car, which are all lap cars. Annie Thomas closing in behind. Can they get their second win of the season for Clever Haas? Or the second win of the season for William Buck Motorsports? Or will it be a Fitzwater car somewhere down here getting their first win ever? Fitzwater Australia Racing, even with the dominance of that team, they still don't have a win to their name. And the look at that is Karanko's their highest member up in 5th. Amazing job at PJ Karanko. Alright. They have finally gotten composure, and Fitzwater and Constantine are on the way. Fitzwater gets right by the Max. The more he waits to pass the Max, the more Constantine's going to get a gap. And now he's stuck behind Morandi and Stucol. This closes Fitzwater by a long shot. This is the battle we've been looking for. The top 2 in points, the most dominant members of this season, are right now. They were just side by side, but Fitzwater's going to get the position because Constantine is held up. The Max is going to get his position back as well. Great, as we continue. Now it's Chris Dodd pushing Eric Monaco, the lap car, to push Vincent on the outside. Using this, Chris Dodd could just slip down the inside, and he could take the lead. Lots of big threats up here. Early race just fell off because of pit stops. Paul Jackson fell off because he predicted a caution, didn't want to get involved, and just dived to the pits. Which was a good decision because he still avoided the caution. He's still up in the top 20. Oh! They're 4 wide! This could not end well! Around they go! The Max involved! Fitzwater almost got involved, but he dove to the apron in time. Tauger's involved! Paulson, Carson. We got the big one here at Vegas. What happened? Dodd would get impatient and try to get past the lap car of Monaco. This would push Monaco below the apron and cause a 4 wide. You don't go 4 wide. And they would all go round. Here's a hard hit. And Max would rear end Carson Bowers pretty hard. Luckily, everyone would get out of the incident okay. Surprisingly, a lot of people thought that there would be an injury here, but everyone would get out of their cars and would go to the medical center on their own free will. Dodd's aggressiveness has not been taken lightly, as he was a little too aggressive and caused that whole incident. Knocked Eugene and Max out, his own teammate, and a lot of other cars out of the race. Chris Dodd is being given a penalty. They are not sure on how big. They're considering, because it was a lot of lap cars and because crashing your own teammate is just hindering yourself, they're thinking just a 10 or 15, 10 to 20 point penalty, something not too incredibly big. But Dodd, with that penalty, it's not looking good. If he gets this penalty, it's just not going to work out for Chris Dodd. But Chris Dodd, even if he gets the win, a 20-point penalty would only put him down to second place points, which still wouldn't be too bad. A second place for Dodd would still be amazing, or at least the amount of points he'd get for second place. James Constantine sits fourth. Fitzwater dropped to 10th because on that caution, he dove low so fast, and he lost all his momentum, was able to get out of the wreck unscathed though. Just didn't want to risk getting involved, which is good. He just wanted to pace himself and not worry about getting on constant, more get around and stay alive. We'll be back green. We knew that a race this big would cause some problems, as we now have 25 or 24 people left in this race. Angel's the last one there. But this is helping the Trailblazer cars because they're in the worst car on the grid and they have all their members, except for Tauber who crashed out. They have all the members in the top 24, so Trailblazer gotta be a little happy. They can't be too mad. But it's going to be Chris Dodd leading to the green flag. It was officialized that he'd get a 15-point penalty. So with a 15-point penalty to his name, if he wants to get a lot maximum points, he's got to win this race. James Constantine, though, always a huge threat. Young has cracked the top 5 for his first time. Oh, Monaco holding all the lap cars up, which is actually really good for the lead lap cars. Except for John Orange, who is trapped and doomed. Suspension issue would come out for the 05 VO on the Arndt. That's why he wasn't on the grid. But it's Andy Thomas now out front. Not for long as Adam Vincent comes down the inside. And that's going to be William Duncan in a good position. This is the best he's done all season. He already has one win to his name. Back last season at Mid-Ohio, where he won one of the main events. Trek Tauger won the other one, but he's not in this race anymore. They were teammates at the time. James Constantine going to make a 3-wide move for the lead. But look at this. The two Fitzwater cars are chasing really close behind. It's 3 Dodges versus a Toyota. Basically, it's not looking amazing for Constantine. He's going to take the lead, but that may only be for now. Because he's still got Duncan and Fitzwater chasing him. I have a feeling, though, that this is going to be one battle that's going to go down in history, as Fitzwater and Constantine are going to be top 2 on this next lap, because most likely Fitzwater's going to get around Duncan. We now have a battle on our hands. Fitzwater and Constantine, 1 and 2. We expected this sometime, and it's going to be Fitzwater versus Constantine on lap 49 out of 107, as we're about at the halfway point of this race, about 40 minutes in. Yeah, if any of you were wondering, this is where the distance from Portland went. As Fitzwater right on the back of Constantine for the lead. He doesn't want Constantine to get his 5th career win, because that'll just make his points lead bigger. Zachary Fitzwater to the lead. If he hasn't led a lap already, Constantine has, and that's going to give Constantine an extra 10 points. As long as Fitzwater can't get his lap led, but as it's seen here, Fitzwater will get his lap led, evening out that points gap. And there goes Constantine being pushed wide, and Fitzwater going to the lead. He wants a win to his name. Like I said in the past, Fitzwater has come so close to winning a race, but he has never gotten one under his belt, and getting it at Las Vegas would be just a treat for Zachary Fitzwater, because that would be enough points to gain him access past Constantine into the points lead and would get not only him but his team their first career win. Even with the dominance of that whole team, they still don't have a win. But Constantine now being a little held up by Duncan. Constantine needs to pass Duncan if he wants to catch Fitzwater. Annie Thomas in 4th, Vincent 5th, Dodd 6th, and there's Karenko down in 7th. Pinocchio Young having a nice day, I believe second highest rookie other than his teammate Annie Thomas up in the 4th position. Pinocchio Young had a bad luck at Landmark Park, but other than that, Young has been having some pretty decent luck this season. Along with Chris Dodd, who was involved in that same incident Young was in Landmark Park. But again, Dodd has been having some pretty good luck lately as well. These two have been having some decent luck. Karenko went wide at Portland. That was his own mistake. That wasn't luck. That was just him. Other than that, like I said about the other two, good luck out of him. But this is the first time we've seen Annie Thomas have good luck. Annie Thomas has never been this high. I don't even think during a race, especially after one. But Annie Thomas is definitely showing off what she can do. Trying to impress that Cloverhouse team to keep her next season. So we head back up. Constantine making the move on Duncan finally. But Fitzwater is starting to lead a lot of laps. Which is bad for Constantine, because if Fitzwater leads the most laps, that's a 20-point booster straight past Constantine. Which that 20 points is the gap between first and second place in the race. So Constantine needs to start picking it up. As here he is, James Constantine versus Zachary Fitzwater. The battle continues. Here comes Constantine for the lead once again, but Fitzwater fights back on the outside. They're side by side for the lead. Fitzwater gets it back. He's not going down that easily. Annie Thomas has dropped back to the pack. She's now 6th, with her teammate close behind, so maybe a little bit of help if she can get Young right up to the back of her. Jackson, first car, 1 lap down to 13th, still kind of impressive for him. Alright, quick through the pack, Torres 10th. 20th for Benoit there, Ravine. Still pretty good for him. And apparently, Arndt has been able to make good of a situation and going with the lap cars, but there's the leaders coming to lap Arndt. Arndt doesn't want to be lapped, but it looks like he will. And that puts Constantine behind Duncan. Again. And we're back in this situation. Fitzwater, your leader. Arndt has been lapped, and next is Benoit Ravine, going much slower, so they're going to catch him in an instant. There he is. Going to slow down. Try not to make any sudden moves on Benoit, because Benoit has been seen to be really aggressive and doesn't like to give up his positions. And it's showing. Benoit dives low, hits Constantine now. Benoit, like I've said before, one of the more aggressive people out here, and he likes to block and keep his positions, but it's not going to work now. Oh, Fitzwater losing touch now. If Fitzwater loses touch, that won't be good for him, because he needs to get past Constantine. The gap now 2 seconds. Over. Oh! Baranowskas and Annie Thomas are around. Caution flies once again. That was a nice clean green flag run, though. Nice clean green flag run. Let's go see what happened. Annie Thomas would try to make a 3-wide move to get an advantage on Dodd, but Baranowskas would try to block the line, and the two female drivers would have a little bit of a beef as they both go around. Annie Thomas would drop out. Baranowskas, I do not think so. Arandi has some bad luck as well. Well, James Constantine to lead him into the pits. And what are you doing, baseball? Yeah, you can be out. Benoit not on the lead lap. Here they all are, though. if someone wants to take 2 tires, especially one of these Dodges, because the Dodges can hold up against Constantine much better than Constantine can against them. We'll watch the end of pit road, though. Everyone should be taking at least 2 tires, because if you don't, that won't be very good for you. But Constantine, I believe, took 2? No, he took 4. And Duncan going to be jumped by Fitzwater. Fitzwater second, Duncan third, Vincent fourth, Todd fifth, Young sixth, Ranko seventh, Hercules eighth. I think someone stayed out. Yeah, definitely someone stayed out. I don't know who though. Apparently not. Okay. So it'll be James Constantine leading him back to the green flag. Now I honestly expected a battle like this to brew somehow. I knew something was going to go down, and that's exactly what happened. Something's going down here. But again, we're going to go back to this subject. The Trailblazer cars not having too bad of a day because of all this confusion. That's in front of 7. Oh wait, 7's right there. Should be around. Where is the 7? 18. And then I believe the 99 is out. The 5 is out. But the 36 is not. He's 22nd. So, 2 top 20 finishes for a Honda team at Las Vegas. They cannot be angry about that. But it's Zachary Fitzwater and James Constantine leading them back against a Honda. They should get the jump. But Benoit is able to hold his own. No, he's not. Okay. He won't. And Fitzwater's being pushed back. That's exactly what Constantine wants. Oh, but he's going to get the outside of Benoit, and he's going to drive right around him. Alright, so the battle will begin again, and it looks like Duncan's going to be part of it again. Oh, Constantine in the pits! Duncan in the pits! Maybe some mechanical issues on that restart, or maybe a black flag, I'm not sure. But Constantine, for some reason, came back in. And this gives Fitzwater exactly what he wanted. As long as nothing happens to Fitzwater, which I don't think it will, he may be looking at a win. Benoit, though, 17th. He's just driving along, doing his own thing, and that's working. He's avoided the wrecks mostly. The hood's off because there was a lot of damage on the front end of one of them. But surprisingly, he stayed pretty relevant in this. Dodd becoming a part of it. Dodd doesn't have a win. Could we be experiencing our first new winner of the season, unless Vincent wants to come in and say he's the only one in the top 4 who doesn't have a win. Then there's Pericles. But now Young in the top 5, he doesn't have a win. Then it's Pericles who is far behind. There are 7 cars on the lead lap, on lap 71 out of 107, and the Dodge is looking to be in the most key position because, yeah, he's being chased by 2 drafters, but they're in Chevys, and they're fighting. Chevys, they're good, but they can't match up to a Dodge on a speedway. A Dodge on the speedway is just so fast, and Fitzwater is just proving it. Fitzwater and Anderson were fast back at Pikes Peak, along with Karenko as well, who's in 4th. They were fast at Pikes Peak, which was another speedway. They're just better at the speedways. They really are. Alright. Fitzwater is barely slower. Like he gained on that last time. Vincent did gain on Fitzwater, but because of Dodd, they didn't gain too much, I don't think. But Vincent's sick of Dodd, but Dodd's not going to let him through. Where is Constant? Was there a problem? He is back out on track. We are getting word that Constantine had a vibration in the front right tire. He was really frustrated on the radio. And it's got to be frustrating for someone like James Constantine. The points leader came out, was leading at the time, and would just have a vibration problem, would have to come to pit road and hand the lead to your championship rival. I could see why he's so frustrated. Because that's something you want the least. You don't want your championship rival to have the lead. But that's exactly what's happening. And now that the people behind Fitzwater are fighting more and more, this is giving Fitzwater a little bit more of a gap. Lap 76 out of 107. Can Fitzwater get his first career win after an entire season of dominating with that team? Almost getting the championship with no wins, got third last season in points. And he has gone through 4 other races without a single win to his name. But Fitzwater looking to be the car to beat here, as we're coming to, I believe, should be 30 laps to go at Las Vegas. It's been almost an hour we've been at this, 55 minutes, but these cars have been on track. And oh my, Vincent must be getting frustrated with Dodd right now. Uh-oh, Fitzwater held up. That leads Dodd to the rear end. This leads Vincent past Dodd. That's what Vincent's been looking for. Now it's going to lead Rowe, the lap car. The first car 1 lap down, trying to get his lap back. Versus Alexander Rowe, which Rowe wants his lap back. He wants to get that Toyota. That Donate Life number 4 car is getting his lap back. He has tires. Compared to Fitzwater, he has much better tires. So if I was Fitzwater, I'd just let him pass and keep my lead. If that's what he's going to do, he's going to slip behind Rowe and maybe use him for a draft. And there is Rowe now on the lead lap. There's now 8 cars on the lead lap with the addition of Rowe. And Dodd has fallen off the pace, meaning it's just a sole battle between Vincent and Fitzwater. But Vincent's going to try to go around the outside. That's not going to work. They were planning to go wide out of that corner, and Dodd's going to catch up. This gives Dodd another chance. And where's Karanko now? Karanko could be a part of this. There he is. He's not too far behind. This gives Rowe a little bit of a gap for himself, which is good, because if he wants to keep that lead lap, he needed it. And his teammate is starting to fall behind, Sebastian Torres. But now Vincent's falling behind. It's the same situation we had before the lap cars came in, but it's Dodd instead of Vincent. Looks like Vincent may catch back up. Now they're starting to catch the back of Rowe, which Rowe really wants to keep this lap. Get keep 2 Toyotas on that lead lap. But right now it's not looking hopeful. There's Karanko. He's caught. He's all alone. He's got Roush as his drafting partner. He's trying to bring Roush to the front. He's being a nice guy and he's trying to help Roush get his lap back. Maybe he's trying to start to build a bridge between Fitzwater Australia Racing and Team Flame Racing. Karanko is definitely helping the Team Flame cars, because there's another one up here, Turbo, who's also getting a little help from the Dodge. So Dodge and Ford working together here. Karanko's trying to help and maybe create a little bit of a bridge of friendship between those teams. Because if you help one team, the other team will help you back in the future. And we might get a little bit of a friendship going. An alliance of sorts. We'll have to check we'll have to check back up on that later in the season to see if those two teams maybe start to work together. But that Wilson Security number 59 car is just so fast. Dodd is already 5/10 behind. Vincent is 1.2 seconds behind. And even Karanko, Fitzwater's teammate, is falling behind. Because Fitzwater is now using Rowe as a drafting partner. Alright, Roush got a little help. Can he use the help from Karanko to get past Paul Jackson, or will he have to slip back in with Karanko? But I think they're going to try their arrangement before, because before Roush was behind Karanko using the help from the draft behind, and that might be what he's going to try to do this time again. But while helping Dodd, we also see that 11 car of Young starting to catch. He's in the top 5. Good job out of Young. The highest ranked rookie on track right now. But Fitzwater now has a second over the rest of the field, and it's less than 20 laps to go. The dominant man finally showing. Oh, he's running wide now. Oh, Rowe has to pit. And that was a good move. Now he's got to get past Arndt, which he'll do pretty easily. And he's got to get past Benoit, which is a damaged Honda, which he's actually having a little bit of trouble with. Like, what? There he goes. On the Honda, and now he's caught the last car in the lead lap, and he's just going to get around Torres. Oh, he doesn't want to get too pressury. Oh, yes, he does. Dodd is up to the back now. He's got to get ahead. There he goes. Now his plan is to get a gap again. Because Dodd's got to get around these guys. He got around them really easy. And Vincent's probably going to have a lot of trouble with them once he reaches them. It's going to be a little while, though. But by helping the Team Flame cars, it seems that Karanko's gotten a draft from them. And Angel's actually pretty fast. Surprisingly, Angel is running good laps. He's running 26 zeros, which is the same speed as Turbo. Now Angel could find an opportunity. There's Vincent. Vincent's there. That gives Karanko an opportunity. Will Turbo jump out to help Karanko? Returning the favor. Here's Turbo trying to return it, but it's not working. But Karanko's still got a draft. And Angel. I'm impressed by Angel. Oh, we have pit takers, and that's Fitzwater. Alright. Here's the thing, though. Constantine hit before. How long until he catches? He's now the last car in the lead lap. He's going to go by. But Constantine's got to pit again. Oh, there was a wreck. I believe that was a caution. No, I think it was just a minor spin, but I believe there is no caution. Constantine back in the pits. Alright. Yep. Because of that vibration, it was only one lap later, so we didn't have any time to do it again, but man, Fitzwater back out on track. There was just a minor spin, apparently. That was Duncan. Duncan now out front, but he pit at the same time Constantine did last time around, so, or last pit stop, so Duncan doesn't have much time on track. There he goes. And there's Rowe getting his lap back. And look at this situation. This seems familiar. There's Dodd. Dodd ain't too far behind. Torres in the pits, so he's not going to get past Fitzwater. So Fitzwater, we thought maybe pit stops could change things, but it changed nothing. Fitzwater back to the lead. and back right behind Rowe, literally right where they started. But I don't think Fitzwater's arguing with that, because now he has his drafting partner back, and Rowe can't argue because he's got a drafting partner in the leader. Using the leader as a drafting partner to get past some of the other people on the lead lap could be a strategy Rowe could use to gain some position. They're rival teams, but it seems Fitzwater's starting to help Rowe a little bit, because by helping Rowe, he's helping himself get a gap on Dodd. Oh, but Rowe's not going to show the same delight that the Team Flame cars did with Karanko, as they tried to help him get around Vincent, and there was no mercy out of Rowe, because Rowe wants to keep his distance and keep his lap. But Zachary Fitzwater, he's been waiting for this day for a long time. And now it's 10 laps to go, and Fitzwater could be there. Last time we were here, we saw an exciting finish. But this time, it looks like it's going to be different. It's just going to be Zachary Fitzwater sailing to the finish line with no one in sight. The closest one is Chris Dodd, now 3.7 seconds back. He's still got to get around Josh Trainer. Looks like Fitzwater's taking it as safe as he can. The safer he takes this, the bigger chance he has of winning, because he doesn't want to crash. There he is. He's going to go by Arndt. And Arndt's just going to let him go. And there's that Team Flame help coming in handy out of Karanko. There may be some talk between Fitzwater and Karanko back in the pits, because Arndt let him by really easily. There wasn't any blocking out of Arndt. Arndt just let him by. Maybe he got team orders to return the favor. Oh! And there's the caution! Would that be a caution? Yes, it will! Oh, Fitzwater! And Fitzwater's gotta be angry right now. He is so close, and it might get ripped away. What happened? This would be Sean Angel approaching Trainer. Trainer would just not see him there and would run wide. Nice recovery out of Angel, though. Angel was able to recover and just get right back on the pace he was before. Angel's still a pretty undamaged car. Very impressive. Well, this is it. This will be the final green flag run of Las Vegas. Zachary Fitzwater, because on the last restart they do a quick run where no one's allowed to pit and everyone lines in a single file. There's no separation of the lap cars. Lap cars stay in position because they want to get this out as soon as possible, and they want to get them on green as soon as possible so that we can actually go green again, which is the thing officials do when we're really late in the race, which is why Dodd has a 2-car separation. So Fitzwater still might have this, but anything can happen. We know that, but can Fitzwater get it done? They're going to be going 2 laps to go. It's going to be green, white, checkered. The last restart of Las Vegas, lap 105 out of 107. We're coming to lap 106. Zachary Fitzwater will lead them to the green flag. Final green flag of the day. Green flag is out. One last time at Vegas. Dodd's got to do a lot to catch the dominant Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater just needs to stay clean. He just needs to make no mistakes, because he can get this done as long as he stays exactly where he is. 1 lap to go. It's been one season, one whole season, 24 races, out of the dominant Fitzwater car, and he still hasn't gotten his first career win after so much dominance out of him last season. And finally, he will get his first career win around the last corner. And Zachary Fitzwater is going to win at Las Vegas International Speedway. I have waited so long to say those words, and he finally gets it done. Fitzwater takes it away at Las Vegas, the most important race. He wanted to win, and we have a new points leader by a long shot. Fitzwater just took the points lead. Wow. Fitzwater. What an amazing race out of Zachary Fitzwater. Let's go look at that final move out of Zachary Fitzwater. Or that final restart. We'll go on board with him. A little bit of coverage. Here's a little bit of coverage. Zachary Fitzwater's view going through this restart. His final 2 laps before he would get this first career win, that legendary first win. He would match the apexes perfectly through the corners. There was fear that he would come into the pits like Constantine did on his restart, but Fitzwater wasn't waiting for no one. Fitzwater really wanted this win. We'll hit the last lap. We'll get another view real quick. There's the gap. Fitzwater would just take it around on the white flag. There would be no one in sight, no one to challenge. And Fitzwater would take his first career win in spectacular fashion. Zachary Fitzwater took the win, Las Vegas, around the last corner, and that's how he would get it done on that last restart. Let's go look at your finishing results of this amazing Las Vegas race. So it's Zachary Fitzwater Sr. winning it, his first career win at Las Vegas. Adam Vincent almost went 2 in a row, but he still took second. A great day out of Adam Vincent. Chris Dodd takes third. I believe that's his best start, his best finish of the season so far. Young takes his best career finish in a 4th. Karenko, another good finish in 5th. Pericles, last season's Las Vegas winner, still a top 10 finish at Las Vegas. Rowe is going to take 7th after being able to stay on the lead lap. Tommy Turbo is going to take 8th. Constantine, the past points leader, is going to come out 9th, and Scott Roush will round out that top 10 with the help of Karenko on the green flag run. Some more big names down here that had a good day even with their cars. Angel and Irvine, Angel Benoit and Irvine, 16th and 18th in a Honda, is stunning for them. Stu Cole takes 12th somehow. Windhelm takes 15th. Trainer takes 19th. Monaco takes 20th. Ryan Monaco actually finishes ahead of his brother, Eric. And what an amazing race. Next time we're going to Old Spice, which is always fun. Old Spice is another one of my favorite tracks of all time. And I can't wait to go back there. But that is next time. Congratulations to Zachary Fitzwater getting his first career win. We will see you at Old Spice next time.